Hello, welcome back to the lovely back room and phone camera. Today, we're going to be talking about attachments that are specifically with these guys. This is the 40-liter Kantamus, and this is the 60-liter Kantamus from Savotta. So I took off the lids, the existing lids, so we just kind of tossed those off to the side to make things a little bit easier for the video. And to show you that with the provided little loops here that are just on the bag, you don't need a lid at all. There you go. It's just a big stuff sack at this point with webbing on it. So yeah, it's completely both bags are completely sterile as well, just to make things easier here. We are going to be doing side pockets, front beaver tail, and putting some lids on these guys, just to show you some examples of what to do, and especially the sizing of the side pockets. So, side note, Grandma's here with the boys, so if you hear family stuff going on, don't worry, there's an adult present. All right, yeah. So, first things first, a lot of you guys want side pockets, so let's get you guys taken care of. Right here is a 12-liter side pocket, and inside is all the rest of my side pockets. This is how I store my side pockets. Yeah, so first I'm just gonna show you, or tell you rather, the 12-liter side pocket does not have enough room to fit on the 40-liter. On the 60-liter, it's gonna be too big, but it works. I'll show you the size, but it is not recommended. But it's doable, so I'll show you guys that. Actually, I'm gonna make this easier on me. Just slide it on right here. Ooh, working within frame with two of the largest things here. Not easy. So, should clean this up a little bit. Throw these over the top, compress it down. But you see that the 12-liter side pocket takes up the entire profile of the side of the 60-liter, and it also comes in contact with the bottom. So anything that you have in the 12-liter is going to make contact with the ground. So if you drop your backpack, you're going to have an impact there. Not recommended to do the 12s here. But yeah, it's doable. The 8-liter, that is where we are getting into the sweet spot on the Kantamus 60-liter. But on the 40-liter, not recommended. It's going to be the exact same problem as we had the 12-liter 60. It is the same problem that you're going to have 8-liter with the 40. It's going to take up the whole side of the bag. I'll show you in just a second. But here on the 60, we're not going to get too crazy here. I'm just going to loop the top just so you can see size. Shoop-doo-doo. So, puff them out just a little bit. This guy is just about as big as you want to go on a normal kind of time. Like I said, if you really need it, if the mission situation calls for it, you can put 12s on here. If you absolutely need it, not recommended. The 8 liters on the 60 are pretty perfect here. Savotta never tells me what to do or say, but they did send me 2 8-liter side pockets when they sent me the 60-liter, just as a subtle reminder not to tell you to put the 12-liter on. On the 40 here, you are going to see that we're, like I said, we're going to have the same problem as the 12-liter side pockets with the 60-liter backpack. Shoop doop doop. It's going to take the whole side. It's going to make contact with the ground. Here you're looking at probably maximum 6 liters, but 8-liter is doable. Not recommended. Me saying that you could put the 8-liter on the 40 backpack in the 40-liter video is probably why they sent me 8 liters with this, just as that subtle hint of don't tell people put 12s on here. I have never sold any of the stuff that Savotta sends me, but if they do send me extras, I give this stuff out like candy. Like yeah, a lot of this collection is just out there in the world. Just, oh, you need something? There you go. A couple 8 liters are going to be on that list as well, because now I have 4 of them. Getting to the 6 liter. Yeah. Are you? No, we're still on 8s. That's how that's how many 8s I have. So, getting to the 6 liter. That's going to be your sweet spot for the 40 backpack. But how it looks on the 60, just to keep the theme of 60 first. And then moving to the 40. That cat's going to start snoring. There's a cat sleeping in here, and he's got like a cold. So, if you hear that, that's what that is. So, 6 liter is going to be fairly decent on the 60 backpack. 6 liter side pocket, 60 liter backpack. It allows you full access here. 6 is great. 8 is maximum. 12, probably don't do it. But a lot of these are going to be used in combat situations. If you need the 12, it's doable. Need and comfort are 2 completely different things. On the 40, still with the 6 liter side pocket. You're looking at what I would do personally for a maximum here. You can still get into the pocket there. And as always, these fold nice and flat. Throw the side strap over. Won't even know the side pocket is there. Four liter. And I'm not going to do the zipped GP pouches here, because at that point we're going to be doing Tetris and the options are endless. So we're not going to be doing that here. Get some figured out. You'll have some fun. Part of the fun is discovery. Don't make me do all the discovery. 4 liters. I'm just going to kind of come in here randomly. So this is the 60 backpack with a 4 liter on the side. You can probably get away with this completely disappearing there and only using it when needed. Ooh, 40. And right here is a pretty decent sweet spot as well. 4 liter side pocket on the 40 backpack. There you have a lot easier access to the side pocket. Like I said, it's just going to blend in and fold flat. Not even going to know it's there until you need it. And these 4 liters don't weigh much at all, so they're probably even a good thing just to keep around. You know, if you can swing it, maybe even keep one on here, or keep them on here, like just in case you have a overflow situation or need to do some separations. Now, beaver tail. I have another attachments video I'm gonna put in the pinned comment that's gonna do a little bit more about lid switching, beaver tail, like the switching of all of that stuff. Here we're only doing sizes, but I highly recommend watching that video. I'm not monetized. I'm not trying to push you into some stuff. I did try. I actually even saw my dollar amount going up. I was going to get paid out, and then it was like, oh, you're American living in Europe. Yeah, it's very hard to figure out there. A lot of the YouTubers that are in my situation will definitely feel my pain there. So I get no money off of this channel, just so you know. We're going to start with the Hatka with the 60 liter here. I'm going to put it on the front so you can see what it looks like, and then I'm going to put it on the top so you can see what that looks like. And I put G-hooks on the 40, and I left regular side release buckles on the 60 just so you can see the mounting options. On the 60 liter, let me collect these guys. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. Pull them out a little bit. What do you caught on? Yourself. I lost you. This will be easier because I'm right here. Cinch. 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 Yeah, the movie's probably over. And Big Brother is probably trying to decide what to watch. Ugh. So, kind of crooked, whatever. But you can see this is how the Hatka is going to fit on the 60. You can obviously cinch this down really tight and make your Hatka a little bit smaller than I have mine, but I puffed everything up just for visual purposes. This will, like, if you have squishier stuff in here, this is just gonna flatten to the front of the bag here like a shell. It's really nice. Popping him off and putting him on top. Can you still see? There we go. So like I said, I put female buckles just on the top of the bag there. You can just take them from your lid. You don't have to get extras because everything's removable. So I put female buckles on the top of the bag here, and I attached some male to the back of the lid. Tightener downer guy here. Slap that Hatka on. I should release some of this. Just a bit. Shoot-a-doop. Release some of this just a bit. Shoot-a-doop. Coming around the back. Coming around the back. There is your 60 with a Hatka as a lid. Bless you, kitty cat. So, there is Hatka with 60. While we're here, if 60 is more your flavor, I'm just going to go ahead and do Askare. Same situation. So, I'm probably going to have to take him to the vet. So, up here is how the Askare is going to look on top of there. On top of the 60. Man, I should really be a little bit extra organized with that. So with the Askare, I just prefer, I should have kicked that cat out before the video started, but I'm too deep. We're going to keep going. So I should have explained also with the Askare, you can do the buckles here that go on the front the same way I put on Askare there, just the flat sitting ones, but I prefer hooking to the back loops here with split bar buckles. If you need me to explain anything, let me know. Sometimes I lose track of how nerdy some of you guys are. So here is how the Askare looks on the front of 60 there. Bottom of the bag there. Bottom of Askare there. So it's not going to hit the ground. Putting these two things, the Hatka and Askare, on the 40 liter. So here I did G-hooks. G-hooks are going to allow you to get away with a lot more nonsense. And you can attach a lot more places. You don't need to have the extra hardware. You just need that hook. And as we all know, hooks like to hook onto stuff. So I have all of this tucked in to be all clean. Please excuse me 1 second. This bag was storage ready, not video ready. But I'm on a roll trying to knock out some of these videos. I needed that camping trip, man. Like, you can probably tell. I needed that so bad. Those videos are coming still. They just require a lot of editing. They're very long. So, with these G-hooks, doesn't really matter where you go. But I'm just going to slap them there. And slap him. Yeah. Doing that backwards, upside down. And once your fingers figure out G-hooks, like, they do get so much easier. Your fingers have to figure out the angle of attack when it comes to G-hooks. So, coming up, slip that guy on. Take this guy. Sounds like they're having fun out there. That's good. Sizing. There is Hatka with the 40 liter Kantamus. Taking this off. Not going to waste time loosening everything because I feel like that door is going to open any second now. Put them on top. Yeah. So, I did not prepare male buckles on here, so I'm just gonna steal them from the 60 real fast. Thank you, sir. Put them on the back of 40. Whoop. Backwards. See, when my eyes get involved, I mess things up. That's why I always look away doing buckles. My fingers have it. My eyes get ideas and then make things complicated. So, taking Hatka, slapping on top of 40 here. I'm gonna go ahead and unbuckle from here. Like I said, go ahead and put buckles there. You don't need to do anything crazy special to make sure everything's all clean. And especially in a military application, for transport, containerized, you know what I mean, tossing all your stuff in a container and meeting it in the war zone. Like, I would say this is pretty invaluable here. Being able to strip the backpacks down completely, but also securing all the strappings. Not my absolute cleanest best work, but there you are with the size of Hatka on top of the 40 liter. Askare and 40. Boom, same deal. Actually, let me go ahead and buckle you back together just so you're not bugging me, Mr. Dingle Dangle. So, Askare. I'm going to go ahead and come to the front of, because I don't feel like fighting those buckles at the moment. The G-hook and the buckle would fit in the same place, but this is just easier and faster. And it's going to show you how you can smash the Askare down here a little bit better. So if you're wondering why the Askare looks the way it does, the strappings make sense now. There is the Askare on the front of 40. This is not all puffed up because this is my everyday carry. I actually had to take out some of the stuff that would flip around and fall around in there if I was going to be doing this. So that's why that one looks a little bit janky, but you can actually see the size of it at least and see how to attach it. Editing the video, I realized I didn't put the Askare on top of the 40, so this is how that looks. And I'll do the outro again real fast. So like I said earlier in the video, I'm not monetized, so I'm not trying to push you into further content. But in the pinned comment, I have a better kind of a lid switching beaver tail attachments video that's going to show you a little bit more of what you can do. But if you need anything else, please let me know. I'm having a lot of fun with this now that I knocked out a bunch of responsibilities and I got a camping trip under me, kind of refreshed myself, and I'm, you can see I'm just knocking these out now. So yeah, let me know what I can do for you. All right, bye-bye.